You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 17th of December, 2025. It is 86 days after the fall equinox. It is 4 days before the winter solstice. Tonight is the fourth night of Hanukkah. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 27th day of Frimaire, the day of the Liège, of cork. The sun rises today at 7:14 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:51 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:30 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:01 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 5:35 p.m. The length of daytime today is 21 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 10% full at midday. The moon reaches its monthly apogee at 1:09 a.m. The new moon will arrive on Friday, the 19th of December. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 1:35 a.m., 18 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 8:10 a.m., 1 meter 40. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:33 p.m., 6 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 8:54 p.m., 1 meter 16. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in the beginning of December, humpback and fin whales have been visiting the New York Bight in ever larger numbers. 22 fin whales were spotted on December 4th alone, with 20 being reported on the 10th. Humpbacks have been sighted daily, with 10 observed on the 16th. This is in line with historical averages, when whale visits to our waters have tended to peak in January. But the number of whales has been steadily increasing over recent years. This is in part because of a 2019 New York state law that eliminated purse seine fishing from menhaden. These small fish provide food for many larger fish, as well as for whales. And with more menhaden in our waters, the greater the draw for our cetacean neighbors. Commemorations. On this day in 1790, the Aztec sunstone was uncovered at El Zócalo in Mexico City. It bears the name of Moctezuma II, and so was carved between 1502 and 1521. After the Spanish conquest, it was mounted near the Templo Mayor. However, the Archbishop of Mexico in the late 1500s had it buried as a symbol of paganism. On its recovery in 1790, it was first mounted on the exterior of the cathedral. It now resides in the National Anthropology Museum in Mexico City. The huge circular basalt stone carving is both a calendar and a political statement by the Aztec emperors. It is one of the iconic images associated with Mexico today. On this day in 1843, Henry Cole created the first printed Christmas card. He recorded the moment in his diary, writing, "In the evening Horsley came and brought his design for Christmas cards." Cole had commissioned the artist John Calcutt Horsley to make a design featuring Cole's family and scenes of charity and Christmas cheer. Now, Henry Cole had been a key figure in introducing the penny post, which democratized the mails in England, making them affordable to the masses. So the Christmas card was a natural outgrowth of his postal interests. He had 1,000 copies printed, and a new holiday tradition, the printed Christmas card, was born. On this day in 1892, the first issue of Vogue was published. It was originally a weekly newspaper that cost 10 cents, and it covered all aspects of the glamorous life of the upper crust. It was only when it was acquired by Condé Nast in 1909 that it was fully transformed into the women's fashion magazine it has been ever since. Annals of Aviation. Today is the day in 1903 that the Wright brothers made the first controlled-powered, heavier-than-air flight in history. Orville Wright was at the controls of the Wright Flyer at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, when at 10:35 a.m. he lifted the Flyer into the air. That first flight was just 120 feet and lasted a brief 12 seconds. His maximum speed was 6.8 miles per hour, but the dawn of modern aviation had arrived. The Wright brothers made several more flights that day, gradually increasing their flight times and distances. Finally, today is the birthday of the late Pope Francis, who was born in 1936 and died this past year. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 17th of December, 2025.